So this video is gonna be a more tattoo talk video. The thing I always forgot to talk about is very simple thing. I think you know this already, but I'm still gonna talk about it. Is it's very important. Is always look at your tattoo artist portfolio to see if they have any tattoos on people with darker skins, or because it's more complicated to do tattoos on darker skin with color, because the color will not look as the same as they look on people with lighter skin tone. And even for brown people it's hard. Example like me, it's everything. Every time I get a tattoo, it's always a risk that this color will not look good when the tattoo have healed on my skin. So I think it's so important that you talk with your tattoo artist. Really talk with that person and really explain what color you want, and so you really have a talk with the artist. It's so important that every tattoo you get from the artist is always is as good as possible, so good as possible. And that, for example, that is I not have tried every color. The only color I have tried that have healed on my skin is green, red, orange, turquoise blue, uh, mint blue, and of course and purple, the dark purple. The two color I can say right from the start that is not do not work so good on my skin was dark purple, because it looks more black, and yellow. Yellow works, but yellow looks more like a mixture with a mixture with peanut butter, kind of color, peanut butter. And it's not really yellow, but it looks yellow, but it looks more like a honey kind of peanut butter shape color style. So if you want some vibrant color, I be bit careful with yellow, because many times yellow will turn up more like a peanut butter color, like peanut butter. It's the best description I can give for my is it's like a almost like peanut butter mixed with honey, um, and like this. So that is also a thing. So it's important to know that some color will look muddy when it's healed. For example, the thing that color works best on me is red, green, turquoise blue. This is the three colors, and orange. This is the three color. If you have a very strong orange, like a reddish orange, then this turquoise blue, green, red, orange. These four colors I know so far works on me. Then I have, like, right now the first time ever I used is like magenta, and magenta is a mixture with red and blue together is magenta. But if you don't know exactly the combination, if you do have to do blue first and then red, or blue and then red. But this have a red and blue is magenta. Uh, so the thing can be, if blue, I have heard from somewhere, if you look at, if it's a site on the internet, it's called Tattoo Monologues, and you write like tattoo monologue, or you can write color tattoos on darker skin tone on Google, and you see the pictures, and it's a picture with a turquoise blue flower, is a rose, and you click on that and you come to a site called Tattoo Monologues, and then they have a picture on a tattoo, a flag with a number, and you can see these four different colors there, and you can see some color looks more vibrant than the other color when the tattoo have healed. So you see the different result of a finish a tattoo that have healed and a tattoo that have not yet healed, and you see the from 1 to 3, the 3 different steps for the picture. And I also have this kind of videos when I show my tattoos from this is more like 2 steps. It's like is not yet is fresh, healed, to show you 1, 2. So it's that you can see the tattoo, how the tattoo looks. Often the picture I show on my videos is the first picture is always from the tattoo studio. But the reason why I do not put this, I also have a picture from my newest tattoo. So it's like just one day from the studio. That is not the healed tattoo. It's not healed at all. It's a fresh new tattoo, just 1 day old. And so when I have the tattoo when it's 100% healed, I'm gonna take picture on that. So that means that everything have folded off, scabs have folded off, and this kind of thing. And then I will put this picture together and do a video about that, explaining. Then you can see. Then we see how example, the turquoise blue or the magenta what will be most vibrant or what will be less vibrant of these 2 colors, because it can be that because a turquoise blue is blue and green, and magenta is red and blue. That can be that is very similar, very closely similar, so it can be very hard sometimes to see. So that can be the problem. I do not know yet, but that can be a problem. So I think if you really want to really want color tattoos, I think that, and you don't find any picture on your tattoo, your tattoo artist portfolio with any dark skin or brown skin picture, I think the thing you can do is look around on the internet, absolutely look around on the internet, and look at color videos to show, because if maybe that is, I don't know really, if I never have tried normal blue, so I don't know. I have only heard and see picture of other people with darker skin that blue was not a good result. I do not know what is the most dominant color in magenta. If it is red, then I'm probably safe. If it is blue, probably not. So I hope the red is more stronger in the magenta and the blue, because I know the red will works good on me. So we have to see if they're gonna be some good result, because red works good on me, and if the red gonna be more visible in the ink than comparable to the blue. So it's a mixture of the magenta and this kind of thing. So yeah, it's lots of things to think about. Example, when people with darker or brown skin get color inspired tattoos, that the tattoo don't need to be it can be every kind of style, but they just mean have color in it. It don't need to be just a new school, or like tattoos have color, many version of colors. Then it's more complicated. Then you need more you need to be more careful to get the right colors that will work, because if you have a color and the color is very similar, for example turquoise blue and magenta, that can work, but it's a risk. I try that, so I have to see how they will turn up when this tattoo is finished, to see how it's going to be well or not so well. And I hope for the best, absolutely. But so I think it's important to ask your tattoo artist and ask if to show you a healed pictures of color tattoos, and comparable than not healed that you see on the same tattoo, so you see the healed one and the not healed one. If you just see the healed one, do not really matter. If you just see the unhealed one, do not really matter, because it's not, you only see, like, all colors almost will works on dark skin, but they looks good before they have healed, and then that don't really give any good explanation. You just see a picture of a tattoo on a person on the computer, or your mobile phone, but you don't really see how that tattoo looks really from 5 or 6 or 10 years from there. You just see that when you see the picture can be taken like 6 years ago, but you don't know. You just see the picture of the tattoo, but you don't know how old that tattoo is from the picture. So that can be, so you don't really know. So that don't really give you any clear information. So you can see lots of beautiful color tattoos on darker darker skin people and so on, but that don't really give any explanation if this color will work or not works on you when you try that color. For example, when I try magenta, when I try magenta, I have no clue if magenta will be good or bad, and I just try because I want to try it. But it's a total different thing when you see a picture of a tattoo with magenta, and it's other thing when you have magenta on your skin and the magenta have healed on your skin. That is the other thing. Then there's different how you see the tattoo on your arm, comparable to see a tattoo, your tattoo on a picture. So I think my tattoo artist, he put up the picture of my new tattoo on his portfolio. So I am the first one. Yeah, I'm the first one with brown dark skin tone. So are in his portfolio right now, but that do not really. I'm very glad for that. I'm very glad that he do that for me, and I'm very glad for the tattoo too. I really like this tattoo, but I still don't think that is. I don't really. I'm more. For me, I really more want to put this tattoo for some weeks later to put up on the profile to show how really this color looks on similar to my skin tone. People with darker skin tone is of course different, but I think so long you just put up a picture of a fresh tattoo don't really help other people with dark skin, because they just see a fresh tattoo. They don't see the different volume, different. The thing is there is when, like for me, the big reason why I want to have one of my tattoos on his portfolio, his tattoo monologue tattoo portfolio, is because to help in some ways other people with darker skin in some way to see. But now when I just think about it, when this tattoo was put up on the his Instagram, that was like, this is a new tattoo that don't really matter, because they just see a fresh tattoo and they don't see really if this tattoo will heal, for they don't see any other version of this tattoo. They don't see the healed one and the finished result of this tattoo. So I think that is something I'm more interesting about. I'm more interesting to see pictures of healed tattoos and unhealed tattoos comparable to same tattoo, but see 1, 2, 3, to see how well, example, how will, and other these three. So then you have the other thing you have to think about is like different countries you live in. Some countries is more warmer and is much more sunlight, and the sunlight will make the tattoo more darker and this kind of thing. So for example, will my leg tattoo looks in the winter, because then it's always gonna have pants on me and it will see no sunlight. My tiger, my leg. So how vibrant do the green then gonna turn up, and how unvibrant will that green later on be when it's summer again? So that is so many things. Like in the winter, your skin, like my skin, get much lighter than in the summer. And so, example, like maybe one trick is to use some color tattoos that are more lighter in the winter, and then you do some. Then you get more. Then the tattoo can heal more easily, and this kind of thing. And yeah, so that is lots of things is like to think about. Like if so, maybe if you do example this one, if I do my example now, I do magenta this year, and I do not use, like for example, if I do magenta, I get magenta in the summer, maybe there gonna be a different result because it's much stronger sunlight, and it's gonna be much more focused with sun, and that's gonna be harder for this tattoo to heal more correctly. I don't know, probably, and this kind of thing. So yeah, I think there's lots of different factors that will make some colors less visible than other colors. One thing is about the year. For example, if you do this tattoo in the summer, maybe you have to do other kind of color, because maybe that is it's lots of things. And I think it's important to really look around for healed works on tattoo artist portfolios. For if you just see a picture of a tattoo, and this tattoo is taken in the studio, sometimes the tattoo can be healed work, but sometimes it's not healed work. And I think, and my tattoo artists tell me that most people want to put up the new tattoo for they look the best, because it's fresh and shiny and all this kind of thing. But that is like, of course, this portfolio is always to sell things, of course, but I think it's not don't really give any good information what will works, what probably do not gonna work as well on my or people with similar skin volume as me with some colors. So yeah, it's they describe this much better in other YouTube channels, and it's very good. It's called Fireside Tattoo Network. I think they call this. They explain very good about this kind of thing. But I think it should be nice if in the future they have something that like a on the computer, something that everybody can look on before they order a tattoo, that they can see. Example, if they can scan their skin, they can put something like in the future, and they can see in the skin, and they can put up on the computer, and then can see a different result, how this color will look on that skin, or how will that heal, and this kind of thing, before you even get that color on that tattoo, to see this result. But this is maybe in the future. That example, for example, like a camera, but it's more like a scanner that you put your hand, example, then the scan, and then see then they count down the number on the skin and see how much number is in the skin, and they say, okay, maybe this number is your skin is number 6, and then you look at ink colors, and they count down the number of the ink, and they say, okay, maybe this color is red is number 4, for example, just example. And then you can see, okay, how much do I have to pump up the red to get the right red to be as good as possible from like darker and then heal down with maybe get a bit lighter. But that is also a thing is what I also say in other videos is some colors gonna from dark turn to lighter, but some color turn from lighter to dark. That is also like, so you cannot measure this way either, because that is also interesting thing. So yeah, like first I think, okay, dark are gonna always be lighter. That is not the case. Sometimes lighter be darker, and and darker get lighter, and other color that go back again. Like for example, my tiger was first it was here like very shiny, like a very very lime green, very lime, and then turned back again to the normal color. But the thing is that I think the color I will not, I've called that I'm probably not gonna try again is dark purple, because dark purple is on my skin turn much looks more like black, but it's not black, but it looks very dark. So the thing I think is you can use as purple, but it's not really purple. It's magenta, but you can make it some kind of purple, but it's not really purple because it, yeah. So magenta, you can try. I think lots of people with dark skin try magenta. I have this other other YouTube channel that talk about different color that is that person think is good on dark skin. The problem with this video is this is a very good video and I really like that video, but the problem is just one thing is the even problem with this video when I talk right now is I can say all day what color I think is good, but I do not know because it's impossible to say this color is good for your skin, this color is not good for your skin, because you have to try different colors to know that before, to know, because like many times, for example, my tattoo artist tell me this kind of thing, but the reason why he say, because he maybe don't think these colors will look good together with the other tattoo I have together. For example, this one, like the turquoise blue and magenta, it was my idea to have these colors, because if he can, if he have the choice to tell me what color, he wouldn't tell me black and red, because a tattoo artist is an artist. They want to put something they like on your skin, and they will say the color they think looks the best for them, for their work and their portfolio. So when the reason why some tattoos they will put up on the portfolio is the tattoo they think looks. For example, my tattoo artist, he take a picture of my tattoo, but they take the picture of the tattoo before he had put green into the eye. So it's just the black pupillar and it's all the color beside the green. I don't know why, but he just don't want the green when he put on his tattoo portfolio, and my tattoo have green in it because that is the way I want it. So that is also an interesting thing, that something I don't really know, but some combination they don't want. Some every tattoo artist is different, very different from each other. It's human beings. But it's very interesting that just one color they don't want to put up the picture. So it's nothing about the skin tone. It's just one color they don't think looks good to that combination with that colors. And everybody think differently about colors. I think green and turquoise blue and magenta looks good together. This is what I think, and everybody thinks differently. And this kind of thing. So yeah, it's interesting how much what can make. For example, I remember when do my tiger. I remember my tattoo artist was really against this combination with green and dark purple and orange and turquoise blue. He was like never, he told me like really never, and like I remember this, that really is true. Like I remember how much I have to fight to convince my artist to do this I want, like like I don't know why some artists are so, like, they are almost cut into stone when they say something, and then you have to be any harder, like a cut into the stone to reach to, like, for I think it's like like it's very hard because you have, like, you have a professional artist that do works on you, and you have your own opinion, and what will you listen to? You're gonna listen to your opinion, or you're gonna listen to the professional artist, and maybe you get something very nice, but you don't get maybe that you want originally. And I think that is a hard thing. That is a hard ball to ball around. For you want a good tattoo, but you also want to listen to your artist, but you still want your own works into the tattoo. For example, so I think, yeah, you go your own way. So if you like me, I do not listen. I like my tattoo artist really much. He's really good. He do amazing work, and that's the reason why I have 11 tattoos from the same tattoo artist. No, sorry, I have 10 tattoos from the same tattoo artist, but I have 11 tattoos, 10 tattoos from the same artist, and so that is the reason. When you have 10 tattoos from the same artist, that means you like the artist's work. You're never gonna go 10 times back to the artist if you don't like this work. And so, but yeah, I'm a person to never listen to the other person. I'm a person that always want to listen to myself, and I don't really care because I want that I want. So I'm a person that never gonna be convinced for otherwise. So me and my tattoo artist always gonna crash together, because we have so different opinions what will looks good on the body. I think this way, and he think this way, and yeah, he have to do what I want because I pay, and this is my body. But he do amazing work. So his name, I don't know if I love to say his name, but he works in House of Pain in Södertälje. It's a place in Sweden. I don't want to gonna say his name because I cannot speak about other people's name if I don't have the right to do that. He just works in House of Pain in Södertälje, so and he's a very, very good artist. I recommend him 100%. It's really, really good. But you have to have a strong opinion about your tattoo if you're gonna get that tattoo you want. He's also very, very strong in that way, that he very easily will convince people to do the way that he wants as a tattoo. He's a very friendly person, but you have to be strong. If you're gonna come in, you have to be very, like, this is the way I want it, no other way, take it or leave it. This is the way I always think. I never back down, because that is the way I work. I always gonna get what I want on my body. I'm not gonna compromise in any way, and that can be my fault in this way, because maybe he know something, and maybe you do something one day and then not gonna look good. But I think personally, so long you go your own way and you get what you want, and that is that is what I want, and then I'm happy because I take this way, and I listen to my heart and my brain, and this kind of thing. So yeah, that's everything I really want to say in this video, and yeah, bye.